Hello friends, welcome to the channel, welcome to the cat video series. So today we are going to revise very important concepts which are asked in the MBA entrance exam. We are going to revise ratio and proportion, and we are going to revise alligation concept, which is also a very important concept. I taught you the concept of this alligation in my last video, but today when we are practicing the questions, you are going to see in real life how we are going to use the alligation concept, and we are going to revise the average questions also. So as I earlier told you, this video series is for the students who cannot afford like costly tuition centers or things like that. So stay tuned with the video, and while watching this video I would suggest you to first look at the question, pause the video, give it an attempt, and if you are not able to solve, or if you are able to solve, then look at the solution whether your answer is right or not. That way you are going to get very good in practice of these kind of questions. So let's begin. Question number 1. There are two drums each containing a mixture of paints A and B. In drum 1, A and B are in the ratio 18:7. The mixtures from drum 1 and 2 are mixed in the ratio 3:4, and in this final mixture A and B are in the ratio 13:7. So we have to find out in drum 2 what is the ratio of A to B. So let us write what is given in the question. In drum 1 there is drum 2, and there is this final mixture where contents of drum 1 and drum 2 are mixed together. So in drum 1, A and B are in the ratio 18:7. In drum 2, A is to B. It is not given what is the ratio of drum 2. We have to actually find it. So in these kind of questions, always assume the ratio is M:1. You can assume X is to Y, but that way you are introducing two variables. So the question will be lengthy. The solution will be lengthy. So let us assume the ratio of A is to B in drum 2 is M:1. In final mixture, the ratio of A is to B is 13:7, and these are mixed in the ratio 3:4. So in these kind of questions, stick with one mixture or one solution, stick with A or stick with B, whatever you like. We have assumed the ratio of A to be M, so we will stick with it. So here in drum 1, the proportion of A is 18/18 plus 7, it is 18/25. In drum 2, it is M/M plus 1. These two are mixed to get 13/20, and these are mixed in the ratio M:1. So by using the alligation concept, higher minus lower and lower minus and higher minus lower, or whatever it may be, you can remove or ignore the negative sign if it is there. So 13/20 minus M/M plus 1 divided by 18/25 minus 13/20 is equal to 3/4. So solving the equation, 13M plus 13 minus 20M divided by 20M plus 1 divided by, you can take the LCM, 100. So 18 into 4, it is 72, minus 13 into 5, 65. So 3/4 can be written as 13 minus 20 is 7M divided by 20 into M plus 1 into 100 divided by, it is 7. So 5. So 21M plus 21 is equal to 260 minus 140M. So by solving this, you can get 161M is equal to 239. So M is equal to 239 by 161. So A and B are mixed. So in drum 2, A and B are in the ratio M:1. So 239 is to 161. So option B is your correct answer. So you see, this kind of question was fairly easy when you are using the alligation concept. You just need to practice a bit more, and then you can get expert in it. So let's move ahead to the next question. In this question, it is given that the average of 50 numbers is X. if two numbers 53 and 47 are discarded, then the average of the remaining set of numbers now is 37.5. So this is a fairly easy question. This is an average question. Let's attempt this. Let the numbers be n1 plus n2 plus n3 up to n50 or n49. Okay, sorry, up to n50 divided by 50 is equal to x. Okay, that implies n1 plus n2 plus n3 up to n50 is equal to 50x. If the two numbers 53 and 47 are discarded, so let us consider n1 is 53, n2 is 47. So that implies 53 plus 47 plus n3 plus n50 is equal to 50x. So n3 up to n50 is equal to 50x minus 100, and it is given that the average of these remaining numbers, it is 37.5. so how many numbers are there? N3 till n50 divided by, now two numbers are discarded, so 48 is equal to 37.5. that implies n3 plus n4 till n50 is equal to 37.5 into 48, which in terms is equal to 50x minus 100. That implies 50x is equal to 37.5 into 48 plus 100. If you are going to calculate this, it is 1900. So 50x comes out to be 1900. I think option B will be the right answer. So this was also a fairly good question. And let's move ahead to the next question. So this question is also a very good mixtures question. Here we are not going to use the alligation concept, but this question will improve a lot of concepts for you. So let's see how we are going to solve it. Here Sagar has an alcoholic drink of 1 liter, and in it the alcohol concentration is 50%. That means alcohol is 500 ml and water is 500 ml. Now he mixes certain amount of water in it so as to reduce the percentage of alcohol to 40%, concentration of alcohol to 40%. So let us assume he mixes x amount of water. So the concentration of alcohol is 500 upon 1000 plus x is equal to 40%. 40 by 100 is equal to 2 by 5. You are going to solve this. That means 2500 is equal to 2000 plus 2x. That implies x is equal to 250 ml. So he mixed 250 ml of water. So now the alcohol is 500 and water is 750. Now he has to take 250 ml out of it. Now the important concept here is, when you are going to take 250 ml out of it, you cannot directly take it out of water, or you cannot directly take it out of alcohol. You have to take it out of mixture because he has mixed it. So when you are removing that 250 ml, you have to remove in the same proportion of alcohol and water. Here alcohol proportion is 500 upon 750. If you are going to solve this, you are going to get 2 by 5 and water is 3 by 5. So when you are removing 250 ml, that means alcohol now is 500 minus 250 in the same proportion, and water is 750 minus 250 into 3 by 5 in the same proportion. You are going to get 500 minus 100 is equal to 400 ml of alcohol is there now, and water is 750 minus 150 is 600 ml. This is the water. Now he mixes water again so as to reduce the concentration to 25%. So let us assume now he mixes y amount of water. Now the alcohol concentration is 400 upon 1000 plus y, which is equal to 25 upon 100 is equal to 1 upon 4. That implies 1600 is equal to 1000 plus y. So y is equal to 600 ml. You are required to calculate the total amount of water he mixed in the mixture till now. So he mixed total water is equal to total water added is equal to x plus y is equal to 250 plus 600 is equal to 850 ml. This should be your right answer. Let's check the options now. Yeah, option number B is the right answer. So I hope you got the answer right after giving it an attempt. So this question particularly is for those guys who are weak in the concept of mixtures. The major takeaway from this video should be this question should be, while removing that 250 ml, you do not have to remove directly from alcohol or water. You have to remove in the same proportion. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next question. So in this question, milk and water ratio is given, and we have to calculate certain things. In MBA entrance exam, I have often seen milk and water is given, acid and water is given, paints are given. These kind of questions generally come. So let's see how to attempt this. Here it is given that to a mixture of milk and water, we get 70 liters of milk, then certain concentration of milk is there. If we add 60 liters of water, not milk, 60 liters of water, then certain concentration is there. We have to find the original concentration of the milk. So let us assume the volume of this mixture is V. Here milk is x liters, so water is V minus x liters. If we add 70 liters of milk, then concentration of milk becomes 40%. That implies 5x plus 350 is equal to 2V. That implies 5x is equal to 2V minus 350. This is equation number 1. If we add 60 liters of water, so milk is x, water is V minus x plus 60 liters. Then concentration of milk becomes, sorry, I have done a mistake here. Here it is not V, it should be V plus 70. Sorry, because the total volume is increased by 70 liters. So let's correct this equation. That implies 5x plus 350 is equal to 2V plus 140. That implies 5x is equal to 2V minus 350 minus 140 minus 210. This is our equation number 1. Okay. And if we add 60 liters of water, the concentration of milk becomes, now it should be V plus 60. Milk becomes 20%. 1 by 5. That implies 5x is equal to V plus 60. This is equation number 2. So you can easily equate equation number 1 and equation number 2. So 1 equal to 2. That implies 2V minus 210 is equal to V plus 60. That implies V is equal to 270 liters. Total volume is 270 liters. Also 5x is equal to V plus 60 to 270 plus 60 is equal to 350. So x is equal to 70 liters. So the concentration, original concentration is equal to x upon V is equal to 70 upon 270 into 100, because we have to find the percentage. So that means it is 700 divided by 27. You can use your calculator also, or you can directly solve. Here it will be around 2, 5, so 6 minus 5, 1, and 28, 12, so 4, it should be 128. So it should be around 20.4.4 something. Let's see. Yeah, option number C is the right answer, 24.44. Okay, so this was also a fairly easy question, but it requires a lot of concept clearance. So that's why I always suggest you that your concept should be clear. You can attempt any question if you want. Later on, once your concepts are clear and you keep on practicing the questions, then you can move forward to increase your speed. First clear your concepts. So let's move ahead to the next question. So this is my favorite kind of ratio question, and I taught you in previous video also that if more than 2, 3, 4 ratios are given, first you have to combine the ratios. because if you are not combining the ratios, then you cannot take the constant of proportionality as same, and then you are going to get your option wrong. Okay, so let's see how to attempt this kind of question. The ratio of money with A is to B is 3.1 is to 5.2. Okay, and B is to C is 10.4 is to 12, and C is to D is 36 is to 1.9. Here you can see C is 36 here and C is 12 here, so into 3, so it is 36, and 10.4 into 3, 31.2. Okay, here 5.2 is there, 3.1, and B is 31.2 now. So this ratio multiplied by 6 gives 31.2, 18.6. Okay, now you can easily write A is to B is to C is to D as 18.6 is to 31.2 is to 36 is to 1.9. Okay, in this ratio, in this question it is also given that if D is 3800, now you can take the constant of proportionality as K all across. Earlier if you would have taken it, then the answer might be wrong because the proportions are not in line with each other, you cannot equate them. But now since we have made B common, C common, now you can take the ratio as same and constant of proportionality as same. So 1.9K is given 3800, that implies K is equal to 3800, one more zero to remove the point, is equal to 2000. It is asked that what is the share of A. So share of A is equal to 18.6 into 2000. So it is equal to 37,200 something. This should be your right answer, option number A. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next question. This is a previous year CAT question and it is a very interesting question. So let's see how to attempt this. It is given that a CAT aspirant appears for a certain number of tests, and if first 10 tests are not considered, then the average score increases by 1. If the last 10 tests are not considered, then the average score decreases by 1. So obviously the number of tests are greater or equal to 20, because first 10 tests are also there, last 10 tests are also there. So let's see how to attempt this. First 10 test, first 10 plus middle plus last 10, total average. Let the total number of tests be, let total test be n, let average be x. Let us assume this. So divided by n is equal to x, because we are finding the average. So first 10 plus middle plus last 10 is equal to nx. Also it is given that the average scores for first 10 is 20. So first 10 divided by 10 is equal to 20. That implies first 10 is equal to 200. Similarly, last 10 is equal to 300, because last 10 average is given 30. So you can put these in this equation. So first 10 200 plus middle plus last 10 300 is equal to nx. Simple. Also it is given that if first 10 are not included, then the average increases by 1. So middle plus last 10 divided by, now first 10 are not included, so total number of tests is n minus 10 now, n minus 10. Average is increased by 1, x plus 1. That implies middle plus, what is the value of last 10 is 300, is equal to n minus 10 into x plus 1 is equal to nx plus n minus 10x minus 10. That implies middle test is equal to nx minus n minus 10x minus 310. This is your equation number 1. It is given that if last 10 tests are not included, then the average is decreased by 1. So first 10 plus middle divided by, again, total number of tests is n minus test 10 and average is decreased by 1. What is first 10 is 200. So 200 plus middle is equal to n minus 10 into x minus 1 is equal to nx minus n minus 10x plus 10. So middle is equal to nx minus n minus 10x minus 190. This is equation number 2. So 1 is equal to 2. Equating both the equations, you can write as nx minus n minus 10x minus 310 is equal to nx minus n minus 10x minus 190. Nx nx get cancelled, and I think I'm making some mistake here. It is plus n in first equation. It is plus n in first equation. Minus 10x 10x get cancelled. So 2n is equal to 310 minus 190. It should be around 2. It should be 120. That implies n is equal to 60. So total number of tests taken is 60. I think we can match the option here. Okay, the option is not given, but the answer is 60. So total number of tests taken is 60. It is fairly a long question. It requires you more time to solve. So to clear your concept, this question is very important. But while you are actually attempting CAT kind of paper, where time limit is there and you are always short of time, if you are good with other questions, so better to avoid this question because this is going to take fairly lot more time. But if you are very good in averages, if you have practiced a lot more, you can do all most of this question in your mind. You don't have to write it down on the paper, so it will save a lot of time. So let's move ahead to the next question. Question number 7, and this is also a very important and good question. It is requires you to do a lot of calculations, so I would suggest while you are practicing at home, either try to play good with the numbers or try to practice with the on-screen calculator also. This will help you in these kind of questions. So let's solve this. Total tax here, it is given as sum of base tax plus x%, so x by 100 of annual salary. Two cases are given for two persons. 84285 is equal to base tax plus x by 100 of 5.5 lakhs. So you can write it as 84285 is equal to base tax plus 5500 x. Similarly, for person 2, you can write as 58035 is equal to base tax plus 3750 x. Equation number 1, equation number 2, you are going to subtract the two equations to remove the base tax, is equal to 0571x. So x is equal to 26250 divided by 1750. Let's calculate. You can use a calculator also. So 5, 5, 10, 525, 575. So x is equal to 15 here. Now you can calculate the base tax also. So base tax is equal to 84285 minus 15 into 5500. Let's calculate this manually without using calculator. So 82500 1785. Now it is asked that a person having 2 lakh salary, you have to calculate total tax. So total tax is equal to base tax plus x by 100, so 15 by 100 into 2 lakhs is equal to 30,000 plus 1785. So 31875 should be your right answer. Let's check the options if it is given. Yeah, 31785. So option number A is the right answer. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next question. So question number 8. this is going to be a bit lengthy question, but if you are able to solve this, a lot of average concepts are going to be clear for you. So let's see how we are going to attempt this. It is given that there are different boxes, m amount of boxes. So box 1, box 2 till box m, and each box contains the same number of mangoes of what the number is mentioned on the box. So box 1 contains 1 mango, box 2 contains 2 mangoes, box 3 contains 3 mangoes, similarly box m contains m mangoes. Perfect. So what is the total number of mangoes till now? Total number of mangoes is m into m plus 1 by 2. How I got this? You must be knowing that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus till n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. If you do not know this, I would suggest you to remember this. This is a very important concept and it comes fairly usable in arithmetic questions in MBA entrance exams or especially CAT. So total number of mangoes is m into m plus 1 by 2. So let us assume nth box is emptied. Okay, nth box is emptied. So how many mangoes are removed? N mangoes are removed because nth box is removed. So box n contains n mangoes. So now total number of mangoes left is equal to m into m plus 1 by 2 minus n. Perfect. Now it says that when nth box is emptied, then the average number of mangoes becomes 10. So average now is total mangoes divided by total number of boxes. M boxes are still there. It becomes 10. That implies m into m plus 1 minus 2n is equal to 20m. That implies m square plus m minus 2n is equal to 20m. That implies m square minus 19m is equal to 2n. That implies m into m minus 19 is equal to 2n. Now the thing to remember is, here it is said that from the nth box is emptied. So obviously n cannot be greater than m. N should be less than or equal to m maximum. Other thing is m should be greater than 19. Why m should be greater than 19? Because if m is equal to 19, then this equation becomes 0, n becomes 0. So zeroth box is not there. Okay. And if m is less than 19, then n becomes negative. The number of box or the number of mangoes cannot be negative. So this equation holds. Now let us check the cases. Case 1, m is equal to 20. Then 20 into 20 minus 19 is equal to 2n. That implies n is equal to 10. This is perfectly satisfying. Done. Case 2, m is equal to 21. So 21 into 21 minus 19 is equal to 2n. So 21 into 2 is equal to 2n. So n is equal to 21. M is equal to 21, n is equal to 21. Done. This equation still holds. Let us say case 3. M is equal to 22. So 22 into 22 minus 19 is equal to 2n. N is equal to 11 into 3 is equal to 33. This is not possible. It says that the total number of boxes m is equal to 22 and nth box, 33rd box is emptied. This is not possible. So that means if you are going above 21, then this equation does not hold. So we have two cases. M is equal to 20, n is equal to 10. M is equal to 21, N is equal to 21. Only these two cases hold. In these two cases, total number of mangoes is M into M plus 1 by 2. So 20 into 21 by 2 is equal to 210 for case 1, and 21 into 22 by 2, so 11 into 21 is equal to 231, case number 2. If you check the questions, only 231 is matching, so this is the right answer. 210 is also the right answer, but it is not given in the questions. So that's why 231 is the right answer. I hope you understood this question. If in your first attempt you are not able to solve, look at the solution, then try to again practice it, and after 4 or 5 days again try to practice it without losing the solution. Then you are going to be perfect in these kind of questions. Let's move on to the next question. This is a fairly easy ratio proportion question, and these kind of questions frequently come not just in CAT, EXAT, in MBA entrance exams, but in bank exams also. Let's attempt this. Amal, Sunil and Meeta, they have money in certain amount of ratio. So Amal to Sunil is 3 is to 2 and Sunil to Meeta is 4 is to 5. I taught you how to combine the ratios. Here Amal is okay, Meeta is okay, but Sunil is different. So you cannot match these. Multiply this equation by 2. So this becomes 3 is to 4 and now it becomes 5. Now you can use the constant of proportionality. It is given that the difference between the largest and smallest. So, sorry, this is 6k. Largest is 6k, 6k minus smallest is 4k, 4k is equal to 400. That implies k is equal to 200. Sunil share is dark. So Sunil share is 4k. So it is 800. This is the right answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is also a allegation question, to be frankly saying, but you can use it by solving the mixture question also. But there is a trick in this question. I'm going to show you that. It says that vessel A contains diesel and kerosene in the ratio 2 is to 3. Vessel B contains diesel and kerosene in the ratio 4 is to 7. They are mixed together or they are emptied in the vessel number 3rd C. Here we have to find diesel to kerosene. Okay, we can do it. 2 by 5 diesel, 4 by 11 diesel in B. You can mix them and then you have to find out what is the ratio in the third thing. And we have mixed 1 is to 1 ratio because both are filled to the brim and we have filled them directly. And the problem here is you do not know the volume of A. You do not know the volume of B and neither these are equal. So the answer is cannot be determined. In these kind of questions, the volume should be known. Then only you can find out what is the proportion in the final mixture in terms of that volume. Here volume is not known, so answer is cannot be determined. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 11, and I hope you are pausing the video and giving an attempt to the question, then looking at the solution. This is going to be very helpful for you. This is also a very good question, and I have chosen the questions today so as to improve the concept of yours. Let's see how to attempt this. A container is there. It contains 40 liter of alcohol. Perfect. 4 liter of alcohol is replaced with water. So it contains alcohol 40 and water 0. Now 4 liter of alcohol is replaced, so it becomes 36. Water becomes 4. Perfect, no issue. Then 5 liter of the resultant mixture is replaced with 6 liters of water. So now 5 liter of this mixture is taken out and 6 liter of water is mixed. I told you in previous questions also, now if you want to take 5 liter, you cannot take directly out of alcohol or directly out of water because these two are mixed now. You have to take in the same proportion. So proportion of alcohol is 36 by 40. That is 9 by 10 and water is 1 by 10. You have to take in the same proportion. So now alcohol is 36 minus 5 into 9 by 10. Water is 4 minus 5 into 1 by 10. You can solve this. 2. So 72 minus 9 by 2. It is 8 minus 1 by 2. It is 63 by 2. It is 7 by 2. Now 6 liter of water is mixed. 6 is here, is equal to 7 plus 12 by 2, and it is equal to 19 by 2. In this final mixture, you have to calculate the ratio of alcohol to water. Now it is simple. 63 by 2 divided by 19 by 2 is equal to 63 is to 19. This should be the right answer. Option number D is the right answer. Okay, got it. This was a bit tricky question, but this kind of question improves your concept. Let's move it to the next question. Fairly simple question. I will not give enough time to it. Amar, Akbar, Anthony, 2K, 3K, 7K. Till now, if you have watched my video, you must be knowing how I'm writing this. Up to now, this should be clear to you. If not, please go back to the previous questions and understand the concept. So 2K, 3K, 7K. If Anthony gets 15 more than Amar, so 5K is equal to 15, K is equal to 3. How much does Akbar get? Akbar gets 3K. 3 into 3 is equal to 9 is the right answer. Option number C. Let's move ahead to the next question. So here we are not going to use the alligation method. Here we are going to use the proper proportion method. This is a very good question to improve your proportion concept. Shopkeeper has coffee A, B and C. Rate of A is 24, B is 36, 45. Mixed in the ratio A is to B is to C. And you are by selling 60 kg of mixture. So selling price of 60 kg is equal to 3168. So selling price of 1 kg is equal to 3168 by 60. Okay, and you are making a profit of 20% on the cost. Selling price is equal to 1.2 times cost price. Okay, and if you're not able to understand this, I can show you that profit percentage is 20 by 100. Okay, and profit is equal to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price. So selling price minus cost price is equal to 0.2 cost price. So selling price is equal to cost price 1 plus 0.2 is equal to 1.2 times cost price. Simple formula. Okay, selling price is equal to 1.2 times cost price. So 3168 divided by 60 is equal to 1.2 times cost price. So cost price is equal to 3168 divided by 6 into 12. We have removed this point with the use of 0. So 6, 5. After solving this, you are going to get it cost price is equal to 44. So after mixing these in the ratio of A is to B is to C, you get 44. You can write it as 24A plus 36B plus 45C is equal to 44A plus B plus C. Now see the magic. So 24A plus 36B plus 45C is equal to 44A plus 44B plus 44C. That implies C is equal to 20A plus 8B. Okay. And we have to find the minimum value of C minus 2A minus 3B. C minus 2A minus 3B. Replacing C by this equation number 1. 20A plus 8B minus 2A minus 3B is equal to 18A plus 5B. Also it is given that A, B and C are natural numbers. What are natural numbers? Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. These are the natural numbers. What can be the minimum natural number? Minimum natural number can be 1. So 18A plus 5B minimum value can be attained at When a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1, so 18 into 1 plus 5 into 1 is equal to 23. This is your right answer. 23 is your right answer. Okay, so I hope you found the video useful and your concept should be clear. My basic idea is your concept should be clear, and as I earlier told you that this video series is for the students who cannot afford costly education. We are going to revise all the concepts of CAT. We are going to understand all the topics of CAT, EXAT, these kind of MBA entrance exam. Just follow this video series and I can guarantee you will get a very good percentile without spending too much money on coaching centers. So stay tuned and share it with your friends who are unable to afford coaching. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.